in my opinion, we need to reform pension and health care. Now, unfortunately, that's not in the purview of county government or city government, or, we have to convince our legislative leaders that what's going on right now is unsustainable. Right now, we look at roughly we have to pay in 18% into the pension and health care fund for those who are in non-hazardous duty, and those who are in hazardous duty, we have to pay in 33% roughly. In another 4 years, that's projected to go up to 30% and about 60%. It's unsustainable. I'm not suggesting that, as the state people have said, we have an inviolable contract with those people who work for government. You've come to work, we've told you, and we're going to honor that. But they have to change it where we can resolve the issue with new hires. Either that, or you're going to find city and county starting to do more on a contractual basis, privatizing the services that citizens of Owensboro and Davis County and Whitesville need and deserve. How to solve it? That would be the one way that you could solve it, absent standing up and talking the entire county commission into saying, we're not going to pay anymore and send us to jail, because that's what would happen. And the unfortunate fact is we would have a fiduciary responsibility. We have to pay it. And once the available funds are gone, there's only one way, and that's raise taxes. And I certainly would not propose to raise taxes. I don't believe that the citizens of Davis County can stand one more dollar of tax on them at this time. Now, the jail is another issue. We built the jail. We had some issues with the jail, but we worked through those, and then they take the youth away and send them to Warren County. We had some issues with federal prisoners. We lose a lot of them, and now the state of Kentucky is doing what? They're releasing, early release. I talked to Jailer Osborne, and he said that there were 150 to 200 beds that are empty out there. It hasn't been a problem for a while because he's done an excellent job, but it could become a potentially tremendous problem, and all the reserves that we have left we may find eaten up simply by trying to keep the jail in operation. So that issue is going to have to be addressed, and I don't know if you address it from the standpoint of regional jails, where you have a jail that would be taking care of Hancock County, McLean County, Ohio County, and that way I would have to look at that issue longer, but that certainly is going to be an issue that's going to be upon us pretty soon. Davis County has its own landfill. We do a really good job with the landfill. We fund the closure of those cells post-closure, but we have no control over what EPA says or does. It really worries me when somebody in Washington has the ability to mandate what you do, but not fund that mandate. We could have an entire new mandate that would just eviscerate the reserves that we have in this community. I have a concern about our capacity to fund new projects. With the doubling of the insurance tax to support downtown, I don't believe that there is a capacity for more tax in this community. But the appetite for new projects will not go away. So I don't know that we have that capacity for tax anyway. One of the things that I would tell you is that I believe that we need to do a top-to-bottom review of every job and every service provided by county government to make sure that we're delivering those services in the most economical way. By no means am I suggesting that we lay people off or fire people, but when I was with the city commission, we did a strategic plan, which in effect saved $1.5 to $2.5 million, and actually has put off the need to increase taxes in order to fund the increases in pension and health care. I think that we have to understand, the people of Owensboro and Davis County and Whitesville, government officials in particular, have to understand that we can't be all things to all people.